Hello there. Welcome to
1, 2, 3. Raspberries and Chuckles. Raspberries and Chuckles. Raspberries and Chuckles. Raspberries and Chuckles. Take a raspberry, put a chuckle inside. Right.
So this is a new thing for us. This is a very, very new thing. I don't think anyone expected this, not even us. But here it is. No one asked, and we delivered. It's me with the boys, Hugo and Greg. My name's Jono. Brad, the manager, is here. Brad, I saved you.
Who the fuck's that?
saved you for last, my boy. I saved you for last. Yes, please enjoy.
I just want to say I don't like the fact that it's me and the boys and Brad the manager. I feel like that excludes me as one of the boys. And
Let's be honest.
I don't like that.
Brad is far from a boy. Let's be honest.
Hey, I want to be one of the boys. I don't care. I want to be a real boy.
Far from a boy, my sir. Okay,
Fine, I'll
alright.
take it as a compliment.
So, Oz, what are we
Okay.
chatting, hey? We doing a podcast. This is cock funny.
This is cool.
This is cock funny.
I mean, we've wanted to do it. We had a few whatever attempts with Late Night Wanderers.
Yeah.
That's still coming.
Hey,
that's
that's
still in the
still coming.
works.
That's gonna be
Greg,
insane.
don't worry about that, boy.
Yeah.
We got that. It's happening.
You're getting 2 podcasts.
But now
Eventually.
we hear Raspberries and Chuckles is officially a thing. This is, who knows where this goes. I hope this goes cock far. I hope
And
this goes.
Rust.
Yeah.
I hope we sign a fucking Spotify exclusive deal. That'll be amazing.
Yeah. Fuck you, Joe Rogan. Jokes. Suck some dick.
Jokes, Joe Rogan.
Yeah.
I love Joe Rogan.
Love
No,
Joe Rogan.
obviously. Joe Rogan is fucking podcast royalty.
The goat.
He is the man himself. Fucking Crosscurrent released their little talk show thingy.
So Crosscurrent
Yesterday.
released their little thing.
Why are we
The
copying
same-
him, guys?
The same. Why are they copying us, bro?
Jono, why? All of a sudden,
In case-
they released this podcast type of thing, and now Jono says, "Oh, now we've got a podcast to do." As well.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm
Is that-
joking.
is that what I'm saying? Okay. Fucking
Jono, can we talk a bit about how bleak you got? Because I think it's funny.
You don't actually
You
understand.
got so
There's no hard feelings towards the boys. I have a massive
Love
crush
them.
on Crosscurrent.
Love them.
It's
A
just
Crosscurrent one, might say.
I thought we were being so original. I thought we were gonna post this, and O's were gonna go, "Oh, this is pretty cool." Brad sends the fucking Insta story. I literally lost my shit. I had to take a break from life.
Because for context to the 3 people watching this, like Jono's at after doing songwriting or something. I know actually what you're doing. I'm taking the piss. But so his uni is work on the band, whereas for the 3 of us who are at UCT, and uni is hell
Yo, it's hectic
at the moment.
I mean,
And so Jono is like spending his whole life just wanting to do things and like do things quickly, and he wants things to happen now. And we're like, dude, I haven't slept in 3 days.
Yeah.
I've submitted my whole life. And so he'd been stressed the whole week about getting this fucking podcast announcement out. Like, we need to do it before any other band does. And we were
I
like, "Oh, sure, it won't happen."
I jinxed it as well. I really jinxed it. I said before
did.
someone like Crosscurrents announces a podcast, we must do something. Fucking
The
look
next
at
day,
that,
boom.
It was great. And we were all cucking ourselves while Jono was having a full-on diva meltdown.
Were you always laughing?
I was
Were you always
laughing
really
so
laughing?
hard. Jono,
Dude, I don't have
was
time
gonna
to
send
laugh, to
some
be honest.
rough stuff to the group chat.
Greg,
I was.
Greg was getting your...
I saw you typing after I sent that message. Bro.
Yeah, I
And
decided
said,
not to send that.
I said, don't fucking console me. I don't need this right now. Let me do
It
this."
wasn't going to be consolement. I found a link on how to make your food
Greg
less
was
salty.
going for the jug.
I was fucking...
Were you gonna?
Yeah, straight up.
Jeez.
I saw
Okay.
Greg typing, and then I saw him stop typing, and I was like, he was about to say something rude.
Yeah,
Yo, I was nowhere
But
to
yeah.
be seen for those 2 days though. I went.
Yeah, no, you were
I
able
was.
to
I was.
count too
Yeah,
hard, actually.
off this planet. Yes,
Like,
this
Hugo, your
planet.
phone's just been dying. I thought you're just being a dickhead, but apparently your phone just doesn't turn on.
I was a bit
Which
of
is
both
great.
there. But yeah, my phone is such. It's a good excuse. It's a good excuse not to reply. But it has been a fucking nightmare. Yeah.
The uni's been cock. But last uni, fucking, we're not talking about uni. So yeah, Cross Current started their thing. And it's actually funny because when, Jono, when you and I were first talking about this idea, and talking about kind of, firstly, let's chat about what this podcast is going to be kind of ish. Not that we have a concrete idea.
Jono, you
do
go
that.
for it, bro. You came up with it.
I can handle that. So this is basically an excuse for us to talk and for people to watch it at the same time. But it's mainly because we don't know what the fuck we're doing essentially as a band. Like, we've never done it before, you know, and advice is so objective to the person giving it, so you never really know what to do. So we thought we would do something where we just honestly talk about what we're going through and the shit we've like experienced and how we've handled it, because you never know who like a young band might be watching and they might have the same problem. And if we come up with like, if we tell them how we got through it and how we handled it, you know, I've never seen something like that for someone at our level on YouTube, you know.
Yeah.
I'm not often able to watch a small band do a podcast, and I think it's a really nice thing for a small band to be able to watch something like that. Yeah, that's the main idea, I guess. Just
Yeah.
talk about
That's cool.
band shit.
Yeah.
And we also make it up as we go. There's lots of different things that come up, and we're like, let's chat about that. You know, why not? We've got this platform. Let's go for it.
Yeah, it's
So
just
I
like
back
a
it.
little. It's a
I
little
back it.
look into our lives as well, because we really at this point, I think we kind of putting a lot of focus on connecting with the audience that we have and how much like they actually like mean to us at this point. And I think it's just fun to let them in, you know, to let them know what we're like
Yeah.
really about, because you can put out as many as much content as you want, showing your songs, music videos, but I think when you actually have like a half an hour podcast where you're talking about your life, I think it really
That's
it's
cool.
it's very vulnerable and honest.
And I mean, that's kind of between like our relationship and the importance of, you know, having the right people around you, which has been kind of a theme that's run through the last few releases, and also what the next one's going to be about. Like, I think being vulnerable about shit that's going on is something that, you know, we want to put across quite a lot, which is cool.
Yeah.
It'll be nice for people to be able to see. I mean, the 3 people that watched this first episode. Maybe they're more. Tell us if there are more than 3 people. Like the video. So that we know
Like
that
and
there are
subscribe,
more
hit
than
that
3
bell
people.
notification.
Like and subscribe,
Let me
hit
know
that
if you
bell
want to see,
notification.
give recommendations on what we should do in the future. Smash that
Exactly.
like.
Smash that like button.
Yeah,
But yeah.
I think it's a great thing because it's really fun. I think it's just also really healthy, just on a selfish level for us to be able to
Yeah.
get used to talking about our personal, well, not too personal, but personal shit that we go through so comfortably online. It's just something that
Yeah.
it helps you get it out, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm having a lot of fun. This is
And
a
it's
cool
gonna be
fun
it's
thing.
also gonna be just a cool excuse to like get our other music friends onto the podcast to chat about music things.
Yeah,
Like,
because
I'm super stoked to do that.
I remember when I first met Brad was at Tin Roof,
Yo,
and then after that
that's a
we
story.
went to Forries not Forries, where was it? Hudson's. We went to Hudson's in Claremont. Went for a meeting, and he pitched me this whole thing about I want to bring the Capetonian, especially music industry, just so much closer together, and I want the bands involved and the artists involved to like start this community where they
Who
can
would have
just
thought this? Actually,
I know
it
where
started
they
like
can
that.
just
It's
grow.
crazy.
I know it's mad, and they can just grow together. And I think this is also that's another part of the agenda of this podcast is we just want to get a lot of bands involved to talk about their experiences as well. And I think it'll just become a nice little meeting spot. You know?
Yeah. Because I mean, there's tons of resources all over the internet if you're starting out in the music industry, and there's fucking a million different guys telling you that they have the best way to get you boosted on Spotify playlists and, you know, fucking all that shit.
Yo.
But I think what there isn't is a bunch of bands who are, you know, going through the shit actively and making mistakes and fucking things up and finding a way to patch them together or not. And their experiences of that, which I think could be super valuable. And also you'll get to laugh at people when they fuck up, which is, you know, fun.
I mean, I've never seen the 1975 tell me about all the fucking times they fucked up, you know. It's always the pretty side.
Yeah.
This is the like SIF side. Like here's the shit, you know.
Yeah,
this is all the times we got fucked over.
And it's gonna be super fun to get the homies from Aflos and Cross Current and Flow and the Southeasters and a whole bunch of other people that we're genuinely just friends with in the music industry, and get them to come and talk about, you know, something that they, for lack of a better word, specialize in, their little thing, and share that. And also we just get chat. It's an excuse to have a no distractions chat with the homies.
Yeah.
Like our genuine mates. They are genuine mates. You know.
Yeah. And the whole thing's just an excuse for us to dictate an hour every 2 weeks to making sure we just have a conversation with one another, which is great.
Yeah.
And obviously
That's
it's a bit bleak. It's a bit bleak that it's starting in this pandemic. So it'd be much nicer to sit at a table with the boys, a little beer ski, have a little chat.
Have a little beers.
But we just had to start.
Little raspberries and chuckles in the middle of the table.
Put a raspberry.
Raspberry.
Take a raspberry and put the chuckle
raspberry.
inside.
Excellent snack, people.
Yeah,
Try
it'll be
it
nice.
out.
It'll be nice once this whole lockdown's over. That'll be cool. Sit around a table, have a
Sit
nice
around
chat,
the table
have a beers,
outside.
have a good time, and just chat some cuck. Yeah,
It'll be great.
there's the good whose was
Fucking
that?
horrendous.
Was that
what?
my players? I don't even know with these
know who it
monitors.
was.
I don't know where it's coming from. Everywhere.
Might have been me. Fucking nice.
Yeah,
But I
hey,
mean,
this
yeah,
is-
starting a podcast, I think. Go, John, sorry.
No, it's fine. Go for it. I'll remember.
No, I was just saying, like, you know, Cross Current launching their thing the same time we decided to release ours and everything. I think it's been super cool watching different musicians and people in the industry, in the entertainment industry as a whole, but obviously we just see more musicians kind of adapting to this pandemic, which is ultimately completely just like upended the industry. I think it's safe to say, where so much, I think for the majority of artists, 99% of artists, the majority of your income comes from live shows. We are obviously very lucky in that we're all still students and we don't actually need it to support our actual lives yet. But where this industry thrives on people being together in close, compacted, sweaty, unsanitary environments.
Literally.
Like bumping up against one another and spitting on one another. Like, this industry is taking a fat L, but it's been cool to see how people have attempted to adapt to that and grow past it. And I think that's been something we've worked super hard on.
Essentially, this is just so when things moved to CD and everything, and then suddenly streaming happened. Obviously, people were like, okay, we can't really make that much money from album physical sales anymore. Now it's live performance. Now that's where the touring comes from, whatever. And now they're saying jokes. We're making a new plan. So now I guess everyone's probably just going to move to YouTube and everyone's just going to have a podcast. There's going to be so many fucking podcasts. Let's be honest. There's going to be so many podcasts.
Yeah, it's going to be ridiculous. It's going to be ridiculous. But we called it. We called it.
We fucking called it.
Before it became huge. But yeah, it's been weird. Another came out by the time this comes out. Another came out yesterday.
Yesterday.
As of right now, it's coming out in a week.
So speaking of music, Our
Speaking of
latest
music.
single, Another, dropped yesterday for people watching this video. Next week, Friday for us. And I'm very excited. It's my favorite song of the Hey Imagine series so far, in my opinion.
as well.
No, I
As
really
well.
love this one. It's such a banger. Wow. It's so good. It's too good.
Sounded
It's too catchy. It's too good. It's turning into
such a
it's too
banger.
good. It's too good. No, but that chorus is just too catchy.
Yeah.
It is. Like,
Yeah.
no.
Brad actually wrote the chorus for this one. Funny thing. It's the best part of the song,
Oh,
and I can't
what a
even claim
beast.
it.
It is just too good.
Yeah, he says that, but Jono does everything in the songs that we put out. Anything
Literally.
you hear up till this point, anything you hear, Jono did.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, I wrote the words, but they weren't exactly like that. But Jono wizarded them and made it happen.
Jonah's a tank, basically.
I'm a fucking
Yeah,
tank.
pretty much.
I'm a genius.
But yeah, I mean, I feel like this is a song that we all connect to for one reason or another. I think the writing of the song happened at a time where I think all of us except you, Jono, had some romance-related admin going
There was-
on in one way or another.
There was
Or
admin.
did you have admin as well?
I probably did have admin. I mean, my admin is not having admin at that point. It was just I had nothing going on, and that was making me bleak. And then I thought, okay, right, let's write a song about this. All the boys having admin. I feel like it's necessary. So this is actually the first song we've released that was influenced, because pretty much all the songs we've released before I wrote before we actually had the band, you know. So this is the first song where the
Viral Apocalypse
And Pink.
Oh, true. That's very true.
and Pink. So basically, so all of the Hey Imagine
You
songs.
thinking
except-
about
No,
all
this
the
is
old
this is
releases,
one that's
bro.
actually
This is-
influenced on like the band.
Yes,
Which is-
yeah.
exactly, Greg. This is the first one that the lyrical content is influenced directly by the boys,
Yeah.
and even written by one of the boys.
Yeah,
and-
boy.
Yeah, no, I dig it so much. I really wanted to write something that tells people to like appreciate their friends, because I think for all of us, that's one thing that we've noticed that we like really stand for is appreciating and
Non-fucks with the
prioritizing
boys.
your main manner.
The boys.
The main manner. And yeah, I just think it's my favorite one to play live. It's the one that we started with last
Oh,
time,
yeah.
wasn't it? Well,
It's got such a
years
great
ago.
intro
Yeah.
to start the live show off.
Bum, bum, bum,
Yeah.
bum, bum.
And everyone's just like, whoa.
it's so everyone goes fucking silent.
Yeah, no, it's a fun one. Yeah, I mean, it was written at a time that it was catalyzed by some Greg-related girl admin.
Oh, calling the way out.
The chorus had been written by me, a month? Probably. No, it can't have been a month.
Was it-
When did we go on the
It was
incubator?
less than a month.
The incubator
No, it
was in January. When did this happen, roughly? I think it was about a month later.
Yeah,
This
Because
whole
this
year
was
is-
like late
I'm not sure.
This was
20s
like-
of Febs.
this is definitely in
Like-
Feb.
It was the late 20s of Feb, and the incubator was the 25th to 29th of Jan. So I'd written the chorus lines like a month later
Yes.
about somebody.
And it just
and,
slotted in perfectly.
the admin, yeah, I was still there. So
Brad's admin king. Brad is the sorts out everyone.
Except himself. And then it was about, it was catalyzed by Jono having a meltdown about Greg's girl admin,
Yeah.
which was incredible to watch. Can I just say, I thoroughly enjoyed that. I'm really bleak. I was driving at the time and couldn't watch the whole thing. I had to keep my eyes on the road, and it was quite bleak.
It was so hectic.
Was that after you dropped me off? Because I guess I didn't see any of that. Bleak.
Yeah, no, you didn't see
Yes.
it. No,
No,
it was definitely after we
him
dropped
off.
you off. Yeah, it was just you, me, and Jammers.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Greg, I just remember having the I feel like I was a bit late to the party, but I remember sitting down with you at Steers.
Oh,
We
yes,
went and
yeah.
we took Brad's car. We skirted up to the Steers, and we got some dinner, and we just chatted. And I forgot what I said, but I was giving you bad
It was pretty
advice,
solid
I think.
advice. I think I did follow it.
Was it good? Was it good?
Yeah,
Did it work?
I don't know. I think so. I think mostly
means
I've
it did
forgotten
work.
exactly what it was, but I remember I did follow a bit of it.
I'd shudder to imagine what the advice
Yeah.
that Hugo gave Greg on
Just
that
remember
situation.
us in like an engine in the Steers sitting there, just chatting about admin.
Such a vibe.
When
Yeah.
when would
Wacky
you have had
Wednesday.
that conversation?
Definitely
That was
Wednesday.
that was before one of our gigs at where was it? Mercury. It was just before our
Mercury.
Wednesday gig at
Oh,
Mercury.
it was Mercury.
Yes.
It was
Oh
Mercury.
yes,
Your
yes.
rip, rip Mercury.
Oh yeah, let's
Yo.
just take a moment. R.I.P. Mercury. Moment of silence. I genuinely want to have a moment of silence.
Dude,
Shh. We're actually having a moment of silence. Everyone else, shut the fuck up.
Let's relax.
I think if they were to go out, they'd go out with a fucking bang. Come on, Mercury. Are you kidding me? Silence.
Facts.
Damn, those people will blow your eardrums.
For everyone who
Remember-
didn't go to Mercury while it was alive, you missed out.
Yo, that place, we only played there once, and I'm so glad we got something in at least.
Yeah.
But even though the
Yeah.
mic was fucking electrocuting me that night. I don't know if it was
I
the
remember
carpet.
that.
Was it? Do you think there was a carpet? Maybe it
But
was
you remember,
that.
I came up like 3 times and tried it, and it didn't happen to me.
That's because you.
I remember that. It was the
I'm
beard,
insulated,
Brad.
bro.
It just...
It just
The beat.
dissipates.
Shut up, Sari.
I just remember saying to the sound engineer, the mic shocking me, and he was like, "Yeah."
That's just the mark of a good venue, dude.
Yeah, it's got character, you know. And then I start sweating. Then the water starts conducting.
Yeah.
Then it's like dropping a toaster in a
All
Salty
bathtub.
water.
It did put a little spring in my
gig.
step, though. It was a really great gig. That was really fun. That's when we announced the
That was
name,
cool.
wasn't it?
Yeah,
That was the first-
the last gig is.
Oh,
it was the last gig. Is
gig.
This Wall Stays.
Yeah.
It was the last gig. It's this full stage. Yeah.
Oh yes, that's how we promoted it.
Close my
We said
door.
let's make
Yeah.
Oaks think we're breaking up.
It was This Wall Goes.
This
Yeah,
what
it
we
was This
said.
Wall Goes. That was the gig.
Last This Wall Stage gig you'll ever see.
That was my Instagram. Remember my story? I said like crying emojis, guys. This is it. We're done. This is our last gig. This Wall Stays is done after
This wall is gone.
This Wall
is
Goes.
finished.
This Wall
It
goes
is.
in like all caps, exclamation marks. Be
I love
there
your
or,
clickbait, dude.
I was
Oh,
really like,
it's
weren't they
clickbait
like
for sure.
DMing you in a panic?
Yeah, I got a couple of. I got like
Yeah, because you
5
lied
to 10
to them.
DMs and, like saying like
He's a fearmonger.
The rest of us were like, this wall, like, last gig as This Wall Stays, which, like, people go, oh, wow, what's going on? But they don't go,
the band breaking up.
finish.
The band is breaking up.
Hugo was just like, we're done. Like, it was hectic.
It almost was. I mean, we've had one
Greg
gig
just
since then.
fucked off.
Greg just fucked.
Greg
it
just
up.
fucked off.
It's fine.
Well,
Maybe
Okay,
his
well,
mic's
hopefully he's
still
still recording. It's fine.
yeah, I'm sure he
You
is.
just be fucking rude about him from.
Ew.
Yeah.
Were we chatting about? Oh, the
We
new
were talking
name.
about another, and then, yeah.
Then we started
Got
chatting about
very
the new name.
sidetracked.
Fuck, we've only been Hey Imagine for how long, Brad? You know the dates.
End of Feb. It's the end of. Dude, to the day, if I'm not wrong, it's 3 months.
3 months.
That's
That's
hectic.
crazy.
No, it's not
And
3
we've just
months.
been
Is
in
my maths wrong?
lockdown.
Is my maths wrong? It can't be 3 months.
Greg says he
It's
has
the
to
29th
go.
of the 5th.
Well, 3
Oh,
months.
bullshit.
3 months.
Greg says he has
3
to
months.
go.
What is that?
So he has.
I think he had plans that he didn't know. He
Dinner.
had. But yeah, that was
What
great.
plans, Greg? What plans do you have? Where are you
Yeah.
going?
Talk shit. Talk shit.
Greggy has gone.
Okay, well, the Zoom's
But
going to
John-
end fairly soon anyway, so we can just
How
But
much time
John,
left?
then.
Corona wrecked us.
6
then.
minutes.
It's chill. We can chat for
Well,
6
Corona
minutes.
didn't wreck us, bro. We,
In terms
you
of,
know,
I mean, we've had one gig as a live band. This,
As
I
I
mean,
imagine, yeah.
with this name, with this new name, and then otherwise we've had to adapt to online stuff, which has been cool. Has been cool.
I was
Yeah.
I was
But I
really
mean-
bleak. We had to cancel the Dope Folks gig. That was gonna be fucking sick.
Yeah.
At Rapture Room.
yeah.
Their music video is dope. Have you seen it?
Which
I
one?
haven't seen
Perfect
it.
Pitch.
Perfect. Yeah, perfect hits.
Yeah, no, I have seen it. It is sick. It is sick.
It's really dope. I fucking
But
love
our
it so
music
much.
video is sicker. That we filmed in lockdown. That was fun.
That was
in
that
our
was
undies.
no.
I mean,
What a vibe.
very on brand. The boys
Yeah.
all in their undies,
Yeah.
being bleak that we haven't seen each other. Yeah, I mean, that's... If you ever need to know who Hey Imagine is, at this point at least, it's everyone hanging around in their undies bleak that they can't see the boys.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
the entire brand right now.
That's 100% of who we are.
I still remember, I felt like such a film genius when I came up with those. What do you call them? Transitions. So Hugo's gonna open the fridge, and then it's gonna be
Yeah.
a different angle from inside. I was like,
It was so cool.
Weren't we on the group chat and you were like recording a voice? You, me, Simon, I think were all recording voice notes at the same time to say the same thing.
Shout out
And
to
then
Mon.
we all sent it through and we were like, cool, that's happening then. That's definitely happening.
yes.
Guys, a quick
on that
shout
note,
out to our boy Simon. Surely.
Yeah, let's actually...
Man
I mean,
is
it
an
can be a long
absolute
shout out.
legend. Yo. Yes. He's such a
oh, this is
beast.
cute. He's gonna get it right at the
He's
end of
such
the
a
edit
beast.
and go,
He is such a
"Aw,
unit.
Simon,
We love you,
fucking
boy.
love you, dude.
I
Dude,
love you so much.
you're such a talent.
For those of you that don't know Simon, he's our videographer and editor.
At Simon Lukov. At Simon Lukov, you have to
he'll-
put it in. You
he'll
have to
put
put
it-
it in.
He'll put it over everyone's face. It's gonna be the only thing on the screen at this point.
That's fine. He deserves it. That's totally valid. For putting up with our shit for this
You
long.
fucking
Yo.
whiz.
Remember Up the Creek? What a time.
Damn.
Remember Up the Creek?
That's for another time.
That's
I feel like
another-
that's
Yeah,
for
that-
another time.
We
That's
can
a
get
whole story in
Cross
itself.
Current or Simon on, or Ollie, and talk to them
Yeah.
Just anyone.
about, our
Yeah.
flaws.
Absolutely anyone.
Everybody.
Yeah. So I
It's
think
gonna be fun, dude.
we'll probably end it there. I don't know how much
Yeah.
substance you've managed to take from this. This is sort of an intro of what the kind of stuff we'll be talking about. So you'll see we'll have about 2 topics, and then we just won't talk about them most likely. But it's been very fun for us. I hope it's been fun for you. And hopefully catch you next time. Remember to like, subscribe, and hit the bell as well.
Do that stuff.
And we'll
Yeah.
see you in the future.
1, 2, 3. Raspberries and Chuckles. Raspberries and Chuckles. Raspberries and Chuckles. Raspberries and Chuckles. Take a raspberry, put a chuckle inside.